Hey everybody, it's Candace, and I thought I'd make a video about something that I kind of struggle with, which is the after dinner, maybe later night eating when you don't really need anything, but you're kind of just having something. And I'm just going to talk about a couple of reasons why you could be possibly doing this and some ways to kind of stop yourself, because I see it happen to myself a lot, and usually it's emotional kind of stress relief for me, and then it becomes a habit that you have to break. But people can have like a great day. They have like breakfast, it's super healthy, lunch, super healthy. They've got a couple little snacks in there that are pretty good, and then they get to dinner, they have their dinner, but then, you know, I know that a lot of people like finally have the time to themselves, and it's like, okay, whew, let me go get something to eat. For some people, they're not even hungry. For some people, it's seeking some emotional type of comfort, something that you can just be like, oh my gosh, I'm done with my day. Whew, time to relax. What can I do to do that? It could be just, you sit down and watch TV and you get something to eat. End up walking into the kitchen and grabbing something. So one reason why people may struggle with this time is because they were under eating throughout their day and they were being really restrictive. Maybe your breakfast was super small. Maybe it was like only a little bit of like a piece of toast, or like a couple eggs and a piece of toast. And lunch, maybe it was just like a salad, maybe chicken. Like, you're trying to be super healthy, so you're eating the things people tell you are the healthy things to eat. And you get to dinner and you have a sensible dinner, but then you're feeling like you need more because you restricted yourself earlier in the day. This is one reason. It may not be your reason, but it is a reason for some people. Sometimes for that, an easy fix is to add more protein to your breakfast, more protein to your lunch, more protein as a snack. Get some of those healthy fats in there with breakfast. Have a well-balanced meal that contains all the things. Have some carbohydrates. Have a decent amount of protein. Have the healthy fats. Make sure there's fiber in there with those carbs. That's going to keep you satiated and full. Then have the same thing for lunch. You need to make sure that you're having some healthy fats, the healthy carbs with the fiber, the protein. Those are the things that are going to keep you full, satiated, and not reaching for something. Sometimes it's a simple fix for someone to just have a little bit bigger of a breakfast, a little bit bigger of a lunch. Then they have their dinner and they're good. And they're like, wow, that was easy. Not always the case for everybody. So that first one is under eating throughout the day and then leading to completely overdoing it in the evening because you've been restrictive the whole day. Another reason why people kind of seem to end up eating in the evening is because, and this is mine, finally, it's your time. You have been running around taking care of everybody else, and maybe now, like, I might put my daughter down to sleep. Oh my gosh, I can do whatever I want now. I need to relax. I need to chill. Let me go grab something to eat. Okay, that I know for myself that it's oftentimes I'm either stressed or tired and I want to just chew something or just consume something. I'm not hungry. My stomach's not growling. I don't feel hungry. It's just something needed because you're feeling a little, and then maybe you don't even feel overly anxious. You just feel like, I need to relax. And you go and grab food for that because it does temporarily let some good hormones pop around and you get happy. But then you quickly feel guilty and say, crap, why did I mess this up again? Okay, I'll start over tomorrow. And then this cycle continues to happen. And I feel like the more and more that happens, the more just going into the kitchen and grabbing something becomes more of a habit. It's just something you do, and you start to get trained that, okay, put everybody to bed, or now it's my time, and now let me go walk in the kitchen and grab something. that you gotta find some other ways of relaxing. Now, obviously, if it's super late at night, you can't go walk outside. Maybe some people can, but like to distract yourself, you need to find something else you can do that's relaxing. One really helpful thing you can do is make snacky type of things if you have to have them in your house hard to get to, because the harder it is to get to it, the more chances you have to stop yourself from having it. Because if it's so easy to just grab, it's like quick before you even have a chance to even think about it. So keep things out of sight, harder to get to, and that will help kind of deter a little bit. Another thing you could do is you could allot for a little bit of a snack if you have the control. Pre-portion some baggies, and you can say like, okay, I can allot myself to have one of these, and that will be it. And it could be like, you know, bag of goldfish or some snacky thing that you might want, but plan it into your day. Some people that might not work. Like sometimes I feel like once you start to eat, kind of opens the floodgates, and then it's like you can't really stop. So that might not work for some, but if you have that control where you can have just one and be done, that's great. You can plan it into your day and just, you know, you're gonna have this snack at that time, and that works. If that triggers you to eat more, then the better approach is to refrain and get busy with something else to distract yourself, or make it more challenging to be able to get to the things that you might reach for. Because if it's harder, you have, like I said, you have more time to stop yourself and catch yourself, because that's ultimately what you need to do when you're going to go grab something that you don't really need. It's, oh, what am I doing? Okay, walk away. And if you find yourself coming back again, nope, I don't need it, I'm good. And talk to yourself. Like, be like, okay, what do I feel like right now? Do I feel tired? Do I feel like, did I just have a tough conversation with someone? Is it making me feel stressed and I don't even realize? Like, you gotta start to kind of clue in on what's triggering you to end up in the kitchen and grabbing something. Like, keep track of what's triggering you. And then you can talk to yourself more and say, you know what? You had a tough day, but the food is not gonna fix the tough day. What you really need to do is just decompress, maybe take a bath, do something that's going to take up time, that gets away from the kitchen and helps you to relax. Yoga, some stretching in the evening, taking a bath, listening to music. This is where lots of these hobbies that keep your hands busy can come into play, because if you're busy making something, you can't be eating when you're making something, or coloring, or, you know, find something that's relaxing to you that can help you with just decompressing before it's like time to go to sleep. Some people can jump into the bed and just go to bed and they're good. And if that's what works for you, maybe you just need to go to bed. Because for some people, they have to go all the way upstairs, and once they're upstairs, they may not want to come back downstairs. I'm in an apartment, so the kitchen's really close by, so I have to try to catch myself like, nope, you're not actually hungry. Let's stop right there, because you don't need it. You had the food that you needed to have today. You are reaching for this for something else, and you're not actually physically hungry. Have to talk to yourself. I know it sounds weird, like, I'm going crazy, I'm talking to myself, but it's going to help you. You're going to catch yourself, and you're going to start to see your patterns and clue in on those, and really start to stop this habit from continuing to happen. Another thing that you can find outside of the emotional eating aspect is if you didn't thoroughly like enjoy your dinner, like if it was just thrown together, you quickly ate it, you may be left feeling unsatisfied, and you may need maybe seeking out more. Like, you know how people sometimes will crave something sweet after dinner because maybe the dinner itself wasn't satisfying enough. You kind of have to make sure that what you eat has good flavors in there to keep you satisfied. You have to enjoy it. Otherwise you start to reach out for more things. it's a little weird how much emotion we have tied to food. But if you think about it, holidays, events, all strongly tied with food. So it's no wonder people are seeking out comfort in food.